Hi, welcome back everyone. I am Raju from Smart AI Technologies. Today we will discuss on a topic: what is the difference between artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning and deep learning. First we will see what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a technology which try to mimic a human being. I will go with an example. There is a robot, agribot, which can move in a field and which can capture image of a leaf and which can detect what disease that is having, and it can spray a particular chemical to that and solve the problem. It means artificial intelligence is actually a uh, technology which can take input and give output automatically without any personal like output feeding. You are not going to feed anything. You are just leaving that robot and it's doing its stuff. Okay, that's what artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, it will be completely automated. Okay, and then the next part is machine learning. Machine learning is subset of artificial intelligence. Now in machine learning, what happens is the models gonna get trained. Okay, they are not automated. If you feed input, they will give output and they will keep quiet. They will train, and the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning is very simple. Here it is completely automated. It will be having a capability of taking input and giving output, but here it will be a well trained, but it needs input to be given to give the result as an output. That is machine learning. In machine learning, there are sub parts. One is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and semi-supervised learning. Okay. Now we'll go with supervised learning. What is meant by supervised learning? I will give an example. There is a small baby and you are told to train him about 10 fruits. Now what you will do, you will show him one fruit, say example apple, and you will say like, okay, this is a color of apple, this is a shape, this is the size, and this is called as an apple. So what are the features you are showing him are input, and he will be finally saying, okay, this is apple. That's a label output. You are feeding both input and output to that boy, that model. So this case we call it as a supervised learning. In the same case, uh, like when it comes to unsupervised learning, there will only input, there will not be a label. For example, now also we'll take example of that small boy. Now you will provide some pebbles of some random colors like that, and you ask him to classify them. Just say classify them. Now that boy, what you will do is you will find same colored pebbles automatically, and you will group them. You will select any one feature and you will group them. You will not be giving him any labels. This we call it as an unsupervised learning. Okay, he will learn based on some parameters. If he finds they are similar, group of objects is having same similar features, then they will group it. Okay, this type of learning is called unsupervised learning. And the third part is semi-supervised learning or reinforcement learning. What is this semi-supervised learning? For example, let us take a case of a small boy. Now you will show 10 fruits to him. You will say, okay, this is an apple, this is a mango, like that. You will show 10 fruits. Now after he learnt about 10 fruits, you will go somewhere. Okay, there you will see 10 fruits kept. Now you don't need to train him. He already learned something from you. You will again learn from the other 10 fruits, okay, which are kept somewhere. You will learn from them himself, not with help of you. It means he is learned from you in first case or first time. Next, he is learning automatically himself. This what we call it as reinforcement learning or semi supervised learning. And this what we human beings we are doing. When we are baby, we are trained to get to know about the objects. like this is a dog, this is a cat, and like that. And from there we learn ourselves. We will see, like for example, if someone told us this is a dog, okay, next time we see different type of dogs and we understand automatically, okay, that is also dog, that is also dog, this is also cat. We human beings actually think like that, just like semi-supervised learning or reinforcement learning, which keeps on learning, which keeps on improving accuracy. Okay, now the third point is, what is deep learning? So till now we saw what is artificial intelligence and what is machine learning. Now deep learning is subset of machine learning. In machine learning we saw, like, we will be having input and its feature and also output. You are giving all of them to a model to get trained, or a small baby to get trained. It means you are guiding there with some data, and there the models will be the set of equations. Okay, now in deep learning, here instead of using normal equations, we always go with neural networks. What are these neural networks? Neural networks try to work like a human being brain, like human brain. uh, I will go with an example. In machine learning, for example, if I show a fruit and if I make a baby to understand, what I will say, I will tell its feature, like apple's color, apple size, apple shape, like that features I will feed to that model as an input, and I will feed that label, okay, this is apple. But in case of deep learning, you don't need to do that. Here what it will do is, if you feed an image, deep learning will be layers, a stack of layers, or layers that are interconnected. It means, I will keep it very simple now. uh, for example, there is a matrix A and matrix B, which are 126 cross 126, 126 cross 126, which is two-dimensional matrix. If I ask you to compare whether both the matrices are same or not, what you will do, you will take a lot more time, and when it comes to machines also, they will take a lot more time to classify whether both are same or not. The same case, what is mean by those matrix? If I take an image in pixel format, that will be a matrix. If I take any image, that will be in a matrix. To classify or to recognize, to detect any image, for example, I have a dog image and here I have another image. Okay, I need to detect whether the second one is dog or cat. I will compare with the dog image and cat image matrices. For example, how much percent it belongs to cat, I will say, okay, if it's maximum below 90% matrix is similar to cat, this will be cat. If 90% of matrix part is similar to dog, it is a dog. Like that we will classify. To classify that, if our image matrix will be three-dimensional normally, like 256 cross 256 cross 3, like that multi-dimensional matrix will be there. If you give multi-dimensional matrices for comparison, it will take a lot more time and processing. It requires a lot more time and processing. So to avoid that, what if we can reduce that image, whatever the image you have, multi-dimensional image, if you are able to reduce it to 2 cross 2 and the second image also 2 cross 2, then you can compare that very easily. But that reduction should be lossless. It means whatever the three-dimensional matrix you reduce to small matrices 2 cross 2, it should carry the information without losing the main informations. Okay, lossless reduction we should do. Okay, those things are done in deep learning. Under deep learning, what happens, top of layers, we say layers are nothing but they will be filters. Those filters, maybe we may do cross product or dot product or like that. Otherwise we will apply some logical layers are there, like that. We do something and we try to reduce that matrix. Okay, that's what we do in deep learning. So in deep learning, there are three things. One is ANN, CNN, and RNN. ANN is actually used when our data is highly numerical, like numbers data. When it comes to CNN, which is actually used to work with images and videos. And when it comes to RNN, it is actually used to work with serial data or sequential data. For example, stock value. If I want to predict what is the stock value for tomorrow, I need today's data, day after tomorrow's data, like that. A minimum 60 to 120 days data to get properly what will be tomorrow's data. In this case, okay, serial or sequential data case, we go with RNN. So finally, our fourth point is, what is data science? Data science involves all of these things with extra added tools or libraries to analyze, to understand the data in depth. We should complete data scientist should know deep learning, machine learning, AI, and also some extra tools where he can analyze the data very well and he can extract the insights from that data. Okay, this is data science. Now we understood what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what is deep learning, and what is data science. This was all about this video. We will see in next video with good concepts. Thank you for your patience and time. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thank you very much.